Paradise is full of books. Ernesto Che Guevara has nothing to do with anything anymore.
We were in paradise and we have opened the door. To tell the truth, we didn't even feel the need to knock. Our paradise is DMB, situated between Monza and Brugherio, where extremely tidy stacks of books climb the sky. We have forgotten to ask the Libraccio administrator, who from his DMB headquarters directs the network of Libraccio libraries sprinkled everywhere around Italy, what has happened to his enthusiasm and to the mobilization of militant leftist students involved in social policy many years ago.
We know, for we have read previous interviews, that Eduardo Scioscia does not deny and does not mitigate the left wing's political commitment at the time. Being himself a chaotic student, he is also the founder, along with Silvio Parodi, Titian Ticozzelli and Piero Feixer, of the most exciting chain of bookstores in Italy. Why are we talking about paradise? And why would its libraries be so exciting? Why are there book discounts ranging from 20% to 70% of the original price? Even our wallet seems to rejuvenate at the thought. The Libraccio Paradise is a reality, and business describes it with numbers. The Libraccio has an annual turnover of over 50 million euros. Let's not forget to say to Mr. Scioscia that among his shelves we have recovered, as were Trifles, The Great Gatsby, published by Penguin, Rousseau's Walks, old science fiction volumes where the same Asimov explains the term robot, and a fantastic story by John Wyndham. Have you visited our new library on the Navigli in Milan? Asks Scioscia. We inaugurated it 2 months ago to celebrate our Libraccio's 30th year of life since the birth of our group. And books for €2. Have you seen any nowadays? There are a mountain. We answer that those books are too expensive, because in the Libraccio library we found some costing only between 50 cents and €1. A treasure for those seeking trifles and books. Of course, you can spend up to 5 or 7 euros to buy books, which are preserved in excellent condition, or may well be completely new, some of which we also reviewed. Would your books be fit in a dairy? He snugs, only to answer immediately, it depends. In Milan, few opportunities for exposure equals big distraction, and therefore the impact would be minimal. It is not original enough for the place. We risk a negative impact. Be careful, I honestly cannot imagine how anyone can pretend to sell books in a tobacconist. Books should rather be presented in a place where the offer is more rarefied, a place chosen with care. A newsstand on the seafront hardly sells books, but almost certainly sells magazines and newspapers. I speak of a newsstand on a Brazilian beach, which makes big business, but not with books. I would see a better showcase by giving the idea of choice, something that suggests the love for books to sell. However, a place extraneous to a library seems a good idea, and I speak not only of supermarkets. It is always a matter of love for the book. But we must assess the psychology of those who go to buy a sandwich or a litre of milk. It would risk squandering opportunities. The philosophy of the Libraccio is to bring people to books, or demystify culture. We're trying. Books at low cost and increase their usability. How much does it cost today to become a media culture, as we need to spend a year? How much does the average culture of a good citizen amounts up to? 2-3 books per month would be enough. Say 30-40 euros per month would be enough. Say that with 500 euros a year you contribute to good education. The chance for cultural growth should be increased, and this is not enough. Today there is a significant cultural gap. Economic progress and culture go hand in hand. However, our society continues to underestimate culture. Pasolini long ago told Orson Welles in La Ricotta a little gratifying things on the level of cultural Italian bourgeoisie. Have things deteriorated? It was '68, and Pasolini told off students on the barricades. There is a problem of growth in all social classes. It is too slow. The problem of acculturation is a national problem. Bureaucracy stifles. Investments in culture are those that are cut first. It is a mistake that you pay dearly. A changing society is a society that invests in cultural growth of its citizens. In Italy, there is still this virtuous mechanism. We show him a clipping newspaper, Corriere della Sera, of Saturday, August 30th, 2008, where Pasolini prophesies the destruction of thought due to the effects of the devastating television. Of course, that does not help. The television media could be a formidable instrument of cultural growth. But Pasolini has seen good. Television certainly does not help, indeed. Why did Comte Newton books cost less than 1,000 lira for 100 pages of a necklace in 1995, and today they don't? Comte Newton was not the only one to do so. Maybe this was a launch. Yesterday's ideas are no longer profitable for the world of today. Market laws cannot be evaded. Lucky are those operations if there is a fair advantage for the publisher. Do you wonder why books are expensive in Italy? Confronted to the European average price, Italy is content. The offer on the market is wide, but this is not the problem. Missing information on the contents. The schools should not compel reading, but further increase it. It should create a habit, help create moments of privilege and recreation to enjoy what we read. Only then can it trigger virtuous circles. The media do not help this progress. The school is still coercive and is a mistake. There is far too little space devoted to books. We try to bring culture to people, and we're not alone. In Rio de Janeiro, as in New York, Strand, there are realities which adopt the same formula. We would therefore like to see what happens in Rio in terms of reading.